Animal Kingdom is the best park to come to during this social distancing time. Welcome back to Disney's Animal Kingdom. Wait a second, what's going on here? Welcome back to Disney's Animal Kingdom, but more specifically, we're here for the Rainforest Cafe. Rainforest Cafe is located right in front of Disney's Animal Kingdom. So checking out one of those dining venues outside the parks, but this one's right in front of the park. Now we're here a bit early, and before we left, Mike was able to find they still have availability of park tickets. So are we gonna step in the park here? We'll see, but they had tickets available, so we'll check it out and see what things look like park-wise, or if not, maybe just explore a little bit before enjoying some delicious food at Rainforest Cafe. So here is the Rainforest Cafe on our left, just outside of the Animal Kingdom entrance. You see the Animal Kingdom symbols up there, the elephant, the dinosaurs, the dragons, and Rainforest Cafe on our left. We'll step in here in a bit when we're ready, not long now, but maybe, just maybe, we'll check out a bit of the park beforehand. Always love to see those animal exhibits as we make our way in here. You've got a little walking trail in here on the left, kind of up ahead, but I'm sure some animals probably hanging out back there as we make our way into the park. So I have indeed stepped into the parks yet again, and it doesn't seem too terrible today. Nice to see, but just taking a quick look around before dinner. Nice to see the Tree of Life here also open with all the views around it by the entrance of Animal Kingdom as we were stepping inside today. Here we have the Tree of Life garden. I hear you can walk down this walking path, get real close to the Tree of Life. One of these days, I'm sure we'll give that a shot here. But again, nice to just be back and a nice calm day here at Animal Kingdom. Love this waterfront view in the Animal Kingdom. It's been so long since we've been out here. Nice to see the lakeside views, just looking back and appreciating it as we make our way into Harambe and just look around this bridge as a whole. Kilimanjaro Safari's 20-minute wait. Let's see if we can enjoy this one. Always a favorite. In case you're looking for translations for some animal names, gotta love how they have this information above you, including Simba. Simba 1. Pretty quick moving towards the front of the attraction, and you can see these social distancing lines are being pretty well maintained, which I like. I feel like Animal Kingdom here, surprisingly, has been a lot more comfortable for me personally. So nice to be able to see this as we make our way towards the attraction. And I did adjust my plans, which has led me to a couple extra park visits than I'd originally anticipated. But it is nice to be back in the park, nice to see it, and nice to feel comfortable with the current state. So the way this is going is they've got walls between each of the seating areas, and they kind of wave us up. We stop here. It's 2. Thank you. So we've got our own row here with the shields between. That's a cool concept. A lot of people may feel uncomfortable with these walls on either side. If you can see those walls, that kind of brown section on either side of me, kind of maybe it makes you feel claustrophobic. I like it a lot. I feel very safe with these walls. So again, here are the walls, plastic walls on either side to keep us clear space-wise. And you can see on the vehicle, they also have those plastic walls between each row so they can use every row. Again, love the safety procedures on this attraction. So here we go, stepping on board. Everybody stepping inside, and we go from this set of walls to that set of walls. All right, on our safari now, keeping our eyes open for any animals we might see. First animal sightings on our side here. Oh, look at that. Hippos.
8 minutes at a time.
You can see the hippos.
They can even
and the
sleep
birds.
underwater.
Blackbirds and white birds.
These birds are pink-backed pelicans.
So if you like the Beatles or not,
named for the bright pink
doesn't really
skin
matter.
color.
Because you can find birds you like. Oh, look at this. Looks like maybe feeding. Oh, feeding. I like it. Really cool to see the feeding happening here for the birds. And the 2 hippos back there having some fun in the sun. Vultures. Bye, vultures. Enjoy. Scary vultures. There's a lot of vultures out here. I don't remember there being this many. Nile crocodiles.
They can get up to 18
Scary.
20 feet long.
Watch out for them. Sounds like a Patterson's eland back there. Interesting. And you got wildebeest and termite mounds further ahead little bit bumpy, but here's a bit of it. Giraffe on our left
There are
here,
a couple of giraffes
hidden in the
coming up on our
trees.
right. Giraffes
A couple
are the
more giraffes
tallest
coming up
land
ahead
animals in the
on the
world.
right side though.
18-inch
That's a
long
nice shot even from over here. Close-up view of the giraffe on the right side. See ya, buddy. There's an elephant over there as well. Look at him. There we
She's
go.
probably as big
You
as
can
that
see
rhino
the
we saw.
elephants back there now. Really small. Some
Oh, no, wait, we didn't see
really
a rhino.
tiny ones. And nice to see them
But
wandering
she
out
probably
there,
weighs a couple thousand pounds.
having a fun day.
You see those
Greater
little fluffy
flamingos
gray
here.
birds
Oh
on
my
the
gosh,
end?
look at that one. Like
Those are
running and
baby
flying.
flamingos.
Oh, there are a bunch of them
They'll
running and
get
flying.
lighter and more pink as
That's
they
awesome.
age.
Kind of looks like ducks in there with them,
Protein called
but not quite. Here's a look at the flamingos on the light side here. Nice to see these flamingos. Some of them running around, playing in the water, eating some snacks.
It's one of my
standing on
favorite
one leg.
views
I
in
like
the whole
it.
Savannah, by the way.
There we go. Beautiful lion view right here.
They're
Everyone's
stay-at-home
amazed to
cats.
see those. Really glad we get to catch those here today.
And lions
That's awesome.
see
Just kind of
6
chilling back there.
times better at
Two
night
females and a
than
male.
we humans do during the day.
Beautiful.
They have burrowing
Warthogs.
relative to the pig.
We found
They use
puma.
their big tusks to help them
What's up,
dig
puma?
holes.
Puma and puma.
Almost like shovels.
There's a few pumas out here. Up close and
Speaking of
personal
extinction,
with
these
the
little brown
ostriches.
animals
Look at
on the
that.
right are
Look how close we are. If I zoom in, oh my
and
gosh.
They are extinct.
You can see
in
how
the
close they
wild.
are. Love
There was
these
a time where there
ostriches
were only
right by us.
17 bonobos
So many nice
left.
animals to see in this section. Really cool. Looks like they're building a warden's post back here. They mentioned to us. Really cool to see what's going on over there. Just got off that safari and it was really nice to see all those animals. I've got to admit, you know, Mike was like, well, you're still here. Let's check out some rides. I know you were not going to do any more park days, but the crowds here at Animal Kingdom, it's very true. Very true. I like how they've managed it. I like the walls, the dividers on the bus itself, in the lines leading up to the bus, even kind of how they didn't feed people all the way up to the front of that queue. So really nice experience overall and a lot of good animals. What did you think, Mike?
I loved it. I thought it was great, you know, the overall experience and the lions. It's such a rare sight to see the lions up there.
Yeah, I feel like this was an unusually high quantity of animals, especially this time of night.
Yep.
So initially my plan was just to show up for Rainforest Cafe. Then we were here a little bit early, figured, well, let's take a look in the park. We made our way onto the Kilimanjaro safaris, and that line was so short, even shorter than 20 minutes, that we have time to spare. Even though the line said 20 minutes, it was not a full 20 minutes for Kilimanjaro safaris. It was almost a walk-on. That being said, now we're making our way to see if we can catch one final attraction before dinner. I love Navi River Journey, so if we get a chance, we'll check that one out before we head to dinner. Also, we're catching the boats going by with the characters on it. Absolutely love that. Excited to see the characters pass by us and waving from those boats. Here they come now, passing by us. We got Timon and Rafiki, I believe. Gotta love those characters hanging out over there. Really nice to see. Here's a closer look at them down there. You can see them waving to us as they sail by. Absolutely love that. And they got their boat driver. Lots of nice cloths. Beautiful to see them there. Another thing to love here about the Animal Kingdom, that water pageant where the characters were waving at us as they went by. I loved that. I felt like that was far better than the ones where the characters went by on carriages in the parks. It had less crowds. We had more space to wave to them. They had more space to get by without being in the walkway. Really beautifully set up. So I would definitely pick the waterway over the carriages. Mike, what do you think? Do you prefer the water or the carriages for those character interactions?
I think there are positives in both directions, right? So I like the walkways. A little easier to see them. You know, from here, it can be super easy to miss them. Like you're walking and you're like in Harambe and you hear the music and you go over to one of the bridges and by that time they're already gone. So that's a little easier for the streetwise, but I feel like in the water, it's much more personal. They're looking right at you. They see you, waving at you, and that I think I like even more, personally.
And I think that's a huge perk of Animal Kingdom, in that there's so much more space. So that way, you really have to think about Animal Kingdom if you're worried about those crowds. I would say if you are considering those crowds, Animal Kingdom is one of the top parks for you to consider. If you're saying, well, do I want to go back into the parks right now? Do I feel safe and comfortable? If you're more on the cautious side, maybe like me, this is probably the park for you. Look at that. Repping the Animal Kingdom shirt, this is the spot. Animal Kingdom is the best park to come to during this social distancing time because of the waterway where they do the character waving there, the way they've set up Kilimanjaro safaris, the walkway space that people have through the park, all around. This is the spot. The bugs, however, you gotta watch out for those. Love to see Pandora during this time. Welcome back. Hope you're glad to see it all around us as we make our way down to the attraction. And I really do want to reiterate, it seems like Animal Kingdom is the best park for social distancing if you're worried about that. Look at all this space out here. Even when there are people around us, seems like a lot more space between people. So if you're looking for my preference, so far it's this one. So Navi River Journey now has a 15-minute wait listed, which is nice, makes it a little bit easier than 30. But it might even be less when we step inside, we'll see. Now walking into the attraction, not really stopping yet. In terms of a queue, you can see a party ahead of us walking, but they're just walking too, they're not stopping. So hopefully, this will be practically a walk-on. There are people in there. So maybe it'll be that long, but we'll find out when we get there. The true beginning of the queue starts here in the tunnel, really close by. Again, not that long of a wait, so excited to roll. Here we are, Mike and I, with a car to ourselves, stepping on board. I'll take front row, he's got the back row. Oh yeah, let's do it. So it was about a 5-minute wait for Navi River Journey. Love that. And now we're making our way to dinner. Love how we had our own car as well. I took the front row, Mike took the back, and we were able to catch all the video and just enjoy it. And we've got that water fountain right in front of Navi River Journey. Gotta love this whole rock setup as we make our way out. I know not everybody feels the same way I do, but you know, I'm a little bit concerned in the parks, so I've gotta say, if you feel kind of like I do, if you're looking for what seems to me to be the best park for social distancing, it's Animal Kingdom. Just wanted to reiterate that on the way out. That's from my limited experiences though. Rainforest Cafe is open, but you have to enter through the main entrance. Nice to see here. Love this logo as we make our way around. Hello, Mr. Frog. And here's a quick look at the Rainforest Cafe menu. Seafoods look great. Everything looks great. Honestly, we're gonna take some time in there, look at the menus too, but I'm excited to try whatever we might try here today. Take a quick look at the rainforest. It's a little dark in here, be able to video it, but love the rainforest all around us. And we have the aquarium on the wall right next to us. Amazing view with those fishy fish. Really feel like you're still in the Animal Kingdom. Isn't that right, Mike? Here is the view behind us. Love this view while we're going to enjoy items from this delicious looking menu. Awesome. The monkeys were swinging around in the trees here. We missed that, but I'm sure they'll swing around a little bit more. Maybe you can see one swinging back there right around dead center. All the fun animals here in the Rainforest Cafe. They're all joining us for our meal. I like it. We've caught one of the moments with the monkeys hanging out, having a fun old time over there with the thunderstorm going on. And I also just observed, in addition to this bird, that big old snake there, not far from Michael's head. Oh, watch out for that one. But nice to see, again, all the details as you look around, and the lights come on and off during this rainstorm. So it's a show while you enjoy your meal. This is the pastelaya from Rainforest Cafe. My understanding is this is extra sauce on the side, but maybe it's just the typical sauce on the side. Either way, a little piece of bread in there, some greeny greens. You got some chicken, you got some shrimp, all kinds of good stuff in there with the noodles. We'll try that, let you know how it is. The rib, steak, and shrimp trio here. A little bit of coleslaw on the side, your fries in there. Looks really good. Both of them look really fantastic. I know it's a little dark in here to see, but I'm excited to dig in and let you know. Rainforest Cafe is a winner. Let me break it down, starting with the #1 item. It's those mojo bones, the pork ribs. Fantastic flavor, falls off the bone. Amazing sauce on there, the barbecue flavor. Unbelievable, really good stuff. Next up is the coconut shrimp. Great strong coconut kick to it, and especially if you dip it in the plum sauce. Fantastic plum flavor on the coconut shrimp, love it. That plum sauce can also be used for the fries. Plum sauce is a winner all around. I'm like, I don't need ketchup. Instead, I'm gonna walk into restaurants and be like, do you have plum sauce? Next placement for me is probably the steak. It's good, but it's not a mind-blowing steak. Not extremely flavorful, but the cook is good. The last place goes to the jambalaya. Again, not as much flavor as I was expecting. So the jambalaya is good too, and it is a bit spicy if you're looking for a spicier item, but not as much kick, as much flavor as really those big two for me, the ribs and the shrimp. Those two are far beyond the other two items we tried. I'm so glad we got to try all these different flavors here in terms of tasting the variety of Rainforest Cafe all around. Great restaurant. Definitely would come back for those ribs or that shrimp. A closer look at the restaurant another day, so we're not holding up the team here, but really fantastic food. I think by the end of that meal, the shrimp became my new favorite, that coconut shrimp with the plum sauce. Amazing flavors, really competitive between the ribs and the shrimp. but those two are the best by far. Mike, what did you think of all of the food items here today?
Super, super good. Really impressed with it. I feel like the ribs or the coconut shrimp, I agree with you in full, the best they have, and I will be back for more.
And a quick look at the lobby, all the things you can buy here in the merch shop as we make our way out of the Rainforest Cafe. Really awesome to experience the Rainforest Cafe, not just that food, but also the shop there, all the decorations, and all the effects throughout the restaurant. Really a fun one. We were there on the later side. It seemed like we were some of the last ones out, but it's still light out. So, thanks so much for being a part of the fun with me today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay informed of future adventures. And until next time, play on. Here we have...
visiting us today. Just a few reminders.
So it was about a 5-minute wait for Navi. Here is a quick look, hello Mr. Frog, at the Rainforest Cafe, enjoying and especially if you dip it. Here's our flamingos.
Whenever
A
you see
closer
flamingos
look
stand
on the
one
right
leg,
side.
They're just giving their other leg a break.
And another puma. Ooh, ostrich. A few ostrich, wow. This is a great animal
There's
time.
a lot of animals around here.
Seeing a lot.
The shaggy brown animals are waterbach. They're a type of antelope that drinks far more water than any other antelope species.
My gosh.
On our left are some ostrich.
Ostrich
They
pulling
stand
right
6
up
to
to
10
us.
feet tall, making them
Look at
the
those
tallest
guys.
birds in the world.
That's awesome.
And the rhinoceros are white rhino. The larger of the
White
rhino
rhinos on the
species.
other side. Look at
They can
that.
weigh up to 5,500
Big rhinos back there.
pounds and charge at
Another
35
rhino.
miles per hour.
Look at this white rhino right there. I love it.